Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is part 3 of the Maldives. We started off our day with a scuba diving trip. A trained professional from the resort got out our equipment and showed us how to use them. We had a vest with a giant oxygen tank attached to it, and masks and snorkels and flippers and everything else. The equipment was too heavy to wear by ourselves, and plus it was our first time, so it was a bit difficult. But thankfully the resort staff helped us. The tanks storing the oxygen were made out of metal, and we had to carry it on our back like a backpack. On top of all of this, our vests were weighted to make sure we sunk a little in the water and did not float near the surface. But with all this on our back, it was really hard to walk and get in and out of the water. Before going in deeper, we stopped by the shallow area to put on our flippers and adjust our equipment. Even though I know how to swim, and I swim pretty regularly, swimming with a giant cylinder on my back was very difficult. It was hard to stabilize my core and swim in a straight path, and I kept falling over. We were supposed to clasp our hands near our stomach to help with the stabilization and prevent rolling off in random directions. Balancing was even harder when I had to hold my GoPro in one hand and record at the same time. Because this was our first time, we did not go very deep into the waters. We stayed relatively near the shore, so we didn't see that many fish. There were lots of large rocks and coral where there were little fish hiding, but a lot of the fish that we saw here, we already saw before when we were snorkeling. After a while I got used to the pressure and the weight of a giant tank on my back, and we started to head deeper. I began to spot a few larger fish, but they were really fast and swam away from me really quick. One thing to note for safety is that coral is very sharp, and if you're not careful it will cut your skin really deep. Even though we didn't see many new fish, I don't think the scuba diving trip was that bad, although having a giant tank stuck to my back did take away from the experience a little bit. But I feel that with practice, I will be able to get used to it and I'll be able to better stabilize and swim through the water. This will definitely be something that I will come back and try doing again. After returning back to the shore, we went to the beach to look at the sunset. While waiting, we were exploring and found different types of crabs between the crevices of the rocks, and also different small fish and gobies. Realized the shallow tide pools would have this many different types of crabs. But with that, after exploring, the day was over and it was time to return.